on the Ohio State postgame report over on News Channel 5. If I had one person to pick, and I was looking through a list of free agents, I'm going to say Jordan Palmer might be a guy they might be looking at this morning. Was in Jacksonville, and he looked pretty good for the Bears this year when the Browns played them in preseason. That's my, long shot guy. I think if I'm just looking at names of people maybe they were going to sign. But Kenny made the right point. If you're a free agent quarterback and you're out there right now, there's a reason.
Well, and I'm with Kenny. I'm not a big Josh Freeman fan at all. I don't think he's a good fit for the Browns. He'll probably end up in Jacksonville. He could even end up in Buffalo because I don't think they're going to go with the Tool kid as a backup, and you got a rookie backup. He was 8 for 20 last night, Andy, and when he came in, he was put in a real tough situation, put a rookie on the road. Behind with a defense like the Browns that could pin the ears back and come after you. He was in a tough spot. So give some credit to the Browns defense to be able to put that away when they knew what they were working with down the stretch.
All right, quickly, we're going to go to Josh Cribbs here in a minute, but I want to talk. Oh, look at this. Yeah. We're in the bedroom with the Bone Lady.
Oh, boned up.
Coming off NFL Network yesterday. Bone Lady did an outstanding job on the big network last night.
Hey, thank you so much. And hey, guys, my bed feels awesome. What is it? This like yesterday. I think I boned up 3 times in a 24-hour period. I'm exhausted.
That's got to be some kind of record, isn't it?
I think it is. And what is it? All you people get up so early in the morning, man.
I'm surprised. Did you even go to bed last night, or are you just rolling in from last night's game?
Barely. I was just so excited after that game. It was unbelievable. I mean, don't you guys feel a different energy in this city?
Yeah, I feel like this team that we just saw win last night has some chutzpah, I think might be the word, but there's something about this team that they can overcome some of the problems that we've seen in the past. I think that's the big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like we're finally, since the Browns came back, I feel like we're getting a group together that they're just going to get better and better as each week goes on and as they learn and as they build. And I am so optimistic than I've ever been since they've come back. So last night was just incredible. And you know what? You got to give props to all the fans. Boy, Cleveland, everybody came out. It was incredible. And the other thing I want to say before we talk about the game is how great honoring Jim Brown at halftime. All I have to say is it's about friggin' time.
That's a great point.
And you know what? You do have to embrace our history and our tradition because you have to remember where you've been to know where you're going. And, we've had the last couple regimes want to just sort of erase all that. And you know what? Thank God that this new owner and all the people over there really get it.
I thought it was well done, Bone Lady, no doubt. I mean, because it's a national television audience. Cleveland looked amazing. I mean, the shots that they took from
the cue cards behind him, I thought were really cool. I thought that was awesome.
No, it was just great. The runway, the way it was set up. Give Jimmy Haslam credit. He has brought back and embraced the history of this football team, and he has proven to Cleveland, hey, look, I want to open up everything. I want everyone to know what this team is all about, and I think he deserves a lot of credit for the pomp and circumstance. And I mean, my father to this day still says that Jim Brown was by far the greatest running back that my dad's 73. He said, greatest running back I've ever seen to date, and there'll never ever be another one like him in the NFL. And it was good to see him last night.
Yep, and you know what else I'm liking? Look, you guys, I don't know if anybody knows this, but that was my first game back after my long hiatus. And I was so impressed with what they've done. I love this drum line. I love the guys with the flags running across the field. I mean, it's like a celebration now to be at a Browns game. And for how many years they did nothing?
No, it was
when
really
you think
lame.
about it,
it was sterile stadium.
It's kind of a no-brainer. So they're moving in the right direction in that way. And then to have the team on the upswing is just, the whole thing. I think it's a new time in Cleveland. It's a new time being a Browns fan. So everybody get on the ride because this is going to be fun. I'm liking this team.
Thank you, and thanks for letting us into the Bon Noir this morning.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, give us
Great. Hey, and I just want to say one thing about Brandon Weeden. You know what?
Yeah.
They've got to work on his confidence and, teach him how to meditate. I meditate a lot. Have him do yoga. He's got to, center himself and come out with confidence. That's what I like about Hoyer, and that's where Weeden has to get. He can get there, but work on his head.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for letting us in your bedroom this morning.
Guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Lady. Outstanding. Have a great morning. All right, we're going to go to Josh Cribbs here in 1 second. Want to remind you that if you want to call in It's 216-431-3820. Or if you want to Skype in just like the Bone Lady did,
Yeah,
Dogs
Bone Lady.
on the run. All right, we are welcoming in our third member of the team, and we're so glad to have you in today. I heard you had a little workout, Josh Cribbs.
Yeah.
Word on the street is you had a workout in the Big Apple. Now, I don't want to bust you out, but how'd it go?
It went really great. Great workout. I'm glad to be back at 100%. You know, I'm ready to get back out there on the field, and I proved that.
Do you think, will you hear something soon? Or, I mean, high marks, thumbs up?
Yes,
can you...
I think I will hear something soon, and I don't want to, you know, jinx myself, so I'm just going to wait and see.
No, we don't want you to jinx yourself.
No,
we want you to play, and we're ready for it. But, until then, we're ready to talk to you about Browns football. First of all, love the shirt. Is that a Browns? I've never seen that before.
Browns Nation shirt, you know.
Nice.
Got to rep them.
GV
artwork coming
nice
up. Yeah.
All right, Josh, give us your Cribbs notes from yesterday's game and your thoughts on what they were able to do last night.
You know what, I think looking at the game, there were several great things they did to, will themselves to win. But, what I have most importantly is Wheaton's ability to step in and step up. There was a lot of question. Once Hoyer went down, everybody kind of, sagged their head like, oh, no. The wonder kid that we supposed to, ride with went down. What can we do now? And Wheaton stepped in and stepped up. And he showed just why he's, a starting quarterback. He came in, struggled a little bit early, got some sacks. The offensive line had some trouble back adjusting to Wheaton's style of play. He had some trouble, getting rid of the football, took a couple sacks, but he proved to be worthy enough to be, the quarterback to lead this team to a victory. I think 13 for, 19 and 197 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He led this team in fashion. My hat goes off to him. He stepped in and he stepped up. Next we have, Travis Benjamin and Chris Tabor special teams. Me being a special team guy, I have to again take my hat off to Travis Benjamin to show people how important special teams can change the football game. Yeah. This kid is electrifying. He has the speed to, to just outrun people flat out. So when he gets around the edge, he's dangerous. And I think he proved a great example why special teams is so dangerous in this football league and why you have to have great returners. And he showed that. He showed this Buffalo, team just what he's capable of doing. Chris Tabor did a good job of getting these guys rallied up. Had most punt return yards by a punt returner ever in, Browns history. My hat goes off to him as well. That was a big factor in yesterday's game. Travis Benjamin. And the last note, I have to, go back, defensive monsters. First I was putting defensive stand each and every week. The common denominator on my Cribbs notes has been this defense. They're building a monster. I think the monsters are there for this defense. They have built, tremendous, pressure. They have put tremendous pressure on defenses each and every week consistently. Consistent play from Joe Hayden, bust the screen, stepping up. You got Gibson in the back, and you got little guys that's coming in due to injury. Brian came out, another guy came in, and they didn't miss a beat at all. Rookies came in, they was playing, Mingo was playing, they all played together. DeQuell Jackson in the middle leading things. It was beautiful. On Thursday Night Football, nothing better. That defense stepped up, and they showed just why they're at the top of the league in the run defense, pass defense. It was great to see them out there play great football. TJ Ward with the big interception. Those guys proved their worth. They proved why they're one of the best in the league, and I believe that those were the keys to victory. My hat goes off to the whole team. Great job, Cleveland Browns.
As a guy, I got to talk to you about Travis Benjamin's returns because we talked to him afterwards in the locker room. Now, the first one, the 57-yard return, he gets pushed out of bounds, and you've got that feeling when you're one step away or you're one block away. He came back, and in true Josh Cribbs form, I want to say, and you've done it many times, when he got that second one, and being up in the press box, it's great because you can watch the wedge, you can watch the seal, you can watch the wall form. The wall was ridiculous, the way it formed. Pushed him to the left side, all his speed got to the outside, and then in the back of his mind, he's like, there is no way in hell I'm being pushed out. This one's going to the house. How many times have you said that in the back of your mind? You were one step away on the first kick, you're getting the second one, and in your mind, you're like, you're thinking, this is the one that's going back.
Man, you know what? It was beautiful because, the first time he got pushed out, I'm like, oh, Travis finished. And I kind of questioned, his girth. He's a smaller guy and not too physical. And I knew that he had the ability to do that. I saw him break tackles with his speed, run through arm tackles, and especially at the last guy when you face with the kicker. I hate getting, for guys to get pushed out of bounds. And I'm so glad and optimistic for him in his career that he was able to come back, do it again, and the next time break that tackle, step in, keep his feet, and go for the goal. It was nothing great. I was standing on, in front of TV, standing up with my hands up the whole time, like, he's gone. Go, no, he's gone. And I seen Chris Tabor on the sideline with his hands up as well. And it's a great thing, playing, in front of this guy and watching his talent progress. I had goes all to him, and I know he's speaking highly of his special teams blocker. That's what returners do, quite well in this league. They have to give it up to their blockers, because they're on the field, is 10 other guys that's blocking for him. He's setting a name for himself as well, not to let him get the edge. And I believe he has what it takes, and the special teams that Chris Tabor has built has what it takes to be, number one top in the league.
Last question for you, and then we'll talk to you a little bit later in this hour. The second line out of Rob Chudzinski's mouth last night after the game, he said, the fans were awesome tonight. They were really loud. They made a difference for us. They really helped us. I have to give them a lot of credit. How much of a difference, one, playing at night, and two, knowing what that crowd can be like when it's positive and it's energetic, how much does that actually help a guy in the field?
It really does help a guy, especially when he's, might be a little tired, when it's third down and the Buffalo defense is leading down the field, or the, Buffalo offense is leading down the field, and, that guy on offense might need that extra push. The crowd is the 12th man out there. We rely on that for extra motivation to get us that extra push over the edge. And I've always loved the fans down at, Cleveland Brown Stadium. I still know it's Cleveland Brown. I know it's kind of funny for me to say First Energy Stadium, but, down at Cleveland Brown Stadium, the fans have always been great. I've wanted to play harder because of they, cheered. The louder they cheered, the louder I wanted to play, the harder I wanted to play. So, that's always a factor. I always, felt that the fans, being there in their presence was the 12th man for us, and I just want to say something about Chudzinski, man. He just, came out, and, for him to, turn his team around in the midst of, turmoil, and thinking that the team was over and, already think about next year. He's doing a great job. And
all right, Josh broke up there a little bit. We're going to join you in the bottom of the hour. And we caught this part about John. All right. Okay. Josh, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Thank you very much. Always appreciate it. Third member of this team. We'll come back to Josh Cribbs a little bit later in the